Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
You know, I've been aware of the great things you guys have been doing for years now, and it launched back in 2015, right?
Yes, and we're on our 8th year.
8th year, yes. And it's going to be at the Grand Ole Opry House this year, and I believe October 23rd, correct?
That's correct.
And then you've got a music festival the day before.
We do. We have 2 days of incredible events. I'm so excited. So the first event, of course, is JMA Fest, which is new this year.
Right.
We added this on because we wanted more opportunities for independent artists to have a platform to perform. Yeah. So we're going to have many stages in the Music Valley Drive area. So we're going to be taking over stages at the Nashville Palace, Scoreboard, Music City Bar and Grill, and the Troubadour Nashville. We'll have an outdoor stage. We'll have food, drink, fun for all. And then, of course, we'll have some incredible events like our Bobby Mackey Traditional Country Music Circle. Wow. We'll have a music class from a Belmont University professor, line dancing lessons, just so many different things.
How incredible. And I think the venues that you guys chose also are so iconic here in town. But you know, it's like you and I had talked before on a Josie, to where it's like so many of the independent artists that are not with a label or don't have their own label, it's hard to get the word out, to get their music out. You ladies have had over 50,000 submissions.
We did, which is incredible. It just shows how independent music is growing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is phenomenal. And what we love so much about independent music and independent artists is they mostly do it themselves. They're their own booking agent, their own producers. Yeah, they do it all themselves. Right. And we just want a day, well now a couple days, to be able to recognize independent artists of all genre worldwide. We have people coming in from Italy to South Africa to, oh my goodness, all over the world, our friends in Canada. And it's just incredible how it has grown over the years.
It's so incredible. And Tinamarie, I got to bring this up also, with you bringing in the business knowledge on this. Obviously, this has gotten bigger and bigger since you launched it back in 2015, right?
Yeah, it has. We have been lucky enough to almost double some years, year on year. Yeah, so it's been really great, but there's always been at least a 30% increase every single year. And yeah, and we get a lot of the same people back every year, and we welcome new faces every year. So we truly call ourselves the JMA music family. We're just one big family. Everybody supports everybody. Everybody cheers each other on. Yeah. Everyone's happy to see each other. So it's been really great.
Well, and also you bring in some other big names. I know you're going to have William Lee Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys involved this year.
Yes, William Lee Golden and the Goldens. We're so excited. Everybody, of course, knows him from the Oak Ridge Boys, but he now bands together with his sons, right. Craig, Chris.
With 4 albums out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's William Lee.
Yes.
Can't just do one.
No, not at all. Not at all. So it's very exciting. You know, we're gonna have Craig, Rusty, Chris, and then of course William Lee Golden, the Golden. So we have some really great names like Claudette King, right. who is the blues queen, as she's dubbed, because she is the daughter of the ultimate blues man himself, right. Mr. B.B. King. So we have such incredible talent coming out this year, and they're all independent.
Well, and I was going to bring up also, Josie, to where you're not also, you know, a lot of people think obviously with Nashville that it's kind of confined to country music, but obviously, you know, you guys are covering all styles of music with this.
Absolutely. We want everyone represented on our stage. So we're going to have rock, country, R&B, just about everything, bluegrass. Right. And because growing up, I always loved music. If it has it's supposed to be healing. It has, you know, if it has a great message to it, I love it so much. So it really.
Well, and also, Josie, you've been doing radio since you were 14, and so you still have a radio show going. You get to do interviews as well.
Yeah.
And so, but how did the whole concept, you know, that you and your mom put together on this, how did the Josie Music Awards, what made you take that leap to do this for independent artists?
Right, well, honestly, it did start in 2009 when I was 14 years old. When I started the Josie Show, I noticed at that time there wasn't a lot of platforms for independent artists. Right. And so I was like, what can we do to give a platform to artists the right way and take care of them and also give a platform to perform and also recognize, you know? Yeah. And so we were like, just thinking, what else can we do? And we started the Josie Music Awards. And we didn't think, it was so funny, we didn't think the first year that it would take off. We didn't think well, this would be a fun little thing, get together, meet new people, right? I mean, because I love meeting new people. I love to talk, as I'm sure you know. And so I was like, we'll see how this goes. And we had to do a matinee show and an evening show.
You'll laugh about this. Our very first year, we were like, you know what, maybe we can get like 50 or 100 people to come. It'd be so great. If it doesn't look like a lot of people, maybe we can ask our family to come so that they feel celebrated, so everybody feels celebrated. We were so excited. So we rented a banquet hall, for like 100 people. We were so excited. And 500 people later, I was like, what are we going to do? We called it was the Gaylord Opryland, right? Where the Springs building, right? Yeah. So we called them and said, hey, got 500 people. And you know what? We'll give you the Springs building, load it up. You're all good. Don't worry about it. So I said, all right. So we got to 1,000 people. And I called them back and I said, can it hold 1,000? And she said, no. Try like around 500. So I said, all right, well, let's see what we can do. Luckily, you had known someone fabulous who had booked tours for a living and did all of that. And so we called him. We said, hey, got into a little bit of a thing. What do we do? He's like, you girls. And so he just said, you need to split it in half. So we had a matinee show and we had an evening show. And the matinee show was so great. We put everything that we had into it. We were so excited. It was finally done. And we said goodbye to everybody. And we're like, oh, that was so wonderful. And then we see people coming in. We're like, we have to do it all again.
That is amazing. Well, and I'm sure also as soon as you finish one show, you're already working on the next year.
We are working on it on the car ride back home.
Wow.
Honestly, yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it takes a while to be able to put everything together, and just it's so much fun for us. Though I don't think we would have it any other way.
Well, and we've got to know for our viewers also, with obviously the JMA Fest and then the Josie Music Awards that are going to be at the Grand Ole Opry House, where do viewers need to go for the website, because I was checking out the cool website already, and social media and everything else so that they can be a part of this and get tickets and attend, and maybe next year, if they're not involved this year, maybe they want to get involved with their music then.
Absolutely. So you can find us at, for JMA Fest, jmafest.com. You can find us there. And then also for Josie Music Awards, you just find us at josiemusicawards.com. And you can find tickets there. And also we're at opry.com if you want to get tickets directly through there as well. Just find us on that calendar, October 23rd, and which still blows my mind, honestly. And it's just a dream come true. So those are really the two websites that you would go to. And also we're all over social networking sites as well. Facebook, if you type in Josie Music Awards or JMA Fest, we pop right up. So
it's easy to remember too, because obviously with your daughter's name, it's like going, okay, what's the name? Oh, it's my daughter's name. It's Josie.
Just type it in.
Easy to remember.
You'll find
very
something.
Easy to remember. When you Google, we pop right up. Very unique.
Right. Well, and I'm so glad that you're supporting St. Jude also. And, I saw the bears and everything on the website, and what a great charity that helps so many children and families, particularly here in Middle Tennessee area. But it's going to be a great show. I'm going to have to come. And I it's like, it just looks like a blast. And you ladies do such a great job with it. So be sure and go to their website, follow them on social media, get your tickets early. It is the Josie Music Awards and the JMA Fest this October here in Nashville. Josie, Tinamarie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
The pleasure was all ours. Thank you so much for having us, Eric. This is fun.
Thank you.
We'll do it again.
You got it.
For next year.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of a Bobby Bones show.